All right, everyone. Welcome to the Mountaincast. I'm Nick Peterson. That's Logan Houseman, and today
thank you, Miss
we
Cynthia.
once again.
I'm back.
I was in the middle of talking, Logan.
We already said episode 2, which was really episode 3.
Yeah,
that you
really
start and I interrupt.
It's already a contest to see who gets the top bit.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. It's just downhill. Every single day.
Every day I inch closer.
Every day I inch closer to the vortex that
right on
is
the edge.
beyond rock bottom.
It's a
The
depressing
void
spiral.
that's beyond a bedrock in Minecraft.
Oh, gee, there's nothing
The
below
blackness
bedrock
that kills
in
you
Minecraft,
in creative
dude.
mode.
There's nothing below that in Minecraft. You can't go below bedrock, bro. You can't do that with a diamond pickaxe, bro.
Yeah, you can. If you're in creative mode, you can destroy the bedrock and go into nothing, and then you die.
That's sweet,
You
bro.
start losing hearts. It's a kill zone.
Yo, you think there's mad lore implications behind that, dog?
No, that's just where the map ends.
Oh. Well,
I
It's
think you're
pretty-
lying.
Dude, you play Counter-Strike, you're in free fly mode, you could zoom out from the whole place and just leave the map. And you could go anywhere.
CSGO, don't you mean you're a hoe?
CS source, meaning me with force.
I thought you were gonna say go fuck a horse.
Oh.
That would have been better!
Well, I can't.
CS
I just fuck.
CS 0, more like a euro.
I like Euros though.
Yeah, Euros are pretty good. Although,
Have you ever seen my Euro Macadamia?
I've seen my gyro macadamia.
My Gyro Zappelli?
My gyro Zappelli. Remember when Arby's was really cool and Arby's was doing like
Euros?
I guess they are still being really cool, but they just have their whole like ad campaign. Like their ad campaign is on point.
Oh,
Which
where they're like,
one?
Arby's, we have the meats.
You follow their,
like their Twitter really just
oh, their Twitter with all
their
the
Twitter's really more on point than like the we have the meats.
Dude, their JoJo memes on there are actually like obscure JoJo memes.
Yeah, they've got some good JoJos.
You ever see their like their little cardboard cutout? Like
No, that's what they
posts?
are that we're talking about.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
they're
thought you were talking
Yeah,
about.
they got that's like
'Cause
with,
they have-
with like gyros. Is it gyro Zappelli?
They
I
got
thought it was
Gyro.
Dio.
No, they have Dio.
There
Then
is
they got
Dio.
Gyro. And then they got oh, I'm sorry, it's Euro Zappelli.
You're right.
No, it's Gyro.
Gyro.
They got Gyro, they got that, and they got the little match that Giorno had to put in the sandwich. And funny enough, they put that in there before the anime was announced. So it was still
Which is
just a
pretty
manga
cool.
joke.
Yeah, they were just being obscure. That's nice.
That's so nice.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I do love the we have the meats,
It was
but
fun.
Arby's does not have the meats, or unless you want to sponsor us, Arby's.
Yeah. We're always
In
open.
that case, you do have the meats.
You want 10 people
You
buying
got-
your sandwiches? Go ahead.
Let me tell you.
Sorry, that was a bit mean. 5 people.
Yeah, that's closer. That's closer to what we got.
That's mostly what encompasses.
I'll put you in a compass, baby girl.
So,
Oh man.
We got Dead Space going
I
on!
know there
Everyone,
was Dead
somebody
Space.
make a noise!
I was waiting for someone else to come up with a topic, so I said so that we had some less dead space.
Alright, okay, so let me come up with some hypotheticals right now. Alright, Nick. This one I heard from some YouTube channel. If you had a little monkey hand that was right above the base of your spine and would wipe your ass for you, but you would feel it, would you get rid of it or would you keep it?
If I had a monkey hand that wiped my ass for me.
Yeah, I asked my coworker Manuel, and he thought he'd have a whole monkey attached to his spine, and he'd be like, "This is my ass monkey." I'm like, "Yeah, well, I'll fight him with my
Honestly-
foot shark, like
Honestly,
a Pokemon."
ass monkey I feel like is a better investment, honestly, than just like the arm of a
I
monkey.
was about to say,
He
what,
said-
what a privilege to have. How
He-
rich do you have to be to have a monkey to wipe your own ass?
He said that he would be like, I would make it answer my phone like, "Here, monkey, my phone ring," and he'd be like, "Hello, yes, this is Manuel's phone. Oh yes,
Yes.
Manuel, you have
Oh.
a call," and then he'd fling it, and then he'd start screaming, and then he'd fling it like shit around
Like
the
he
room.
just is really civilized, but only when he's on the phone. That's his superpower.
Yeah, that's his stand.
Oh, speaking of dumb superpowers,
That's
I thought
called
of
monkey business.
I thought of a really good dumb superpower the other day,
Yeah.
and I just have to remember what it was. God, this is gonna kill me. Sorry, keep going, but I'm gonna say that I'm gonna remember. This
I've got
for
one.
All right, so
later.
Jeff, if you had the monkey hand, would you get rid of the spine that you have to lean on, or would you let it wipe your ass? Well, for me, it would finger my ass, but...
I was about to say, I think I'd prefer to be in control of my own ass wiping.
Alright, well...
I know that's
Alright,
I know that's
you're
the
not
answer
going
were
to...
not looking
Okay,
for, but
you're not going to join the next evolution of human beings in space.
good.
They all have hand monkey
Anyway.
So, in the context of the question that you asked a while ago, which I believe, if I recall correctly, was if you had a superpower that was pretty much useless, but still had a little bit of use,
I did ask that,
what
yes.
would it be? And my answer to that question is the power to grow a beard in about 30 seconds. Like, I'm talking a full, like, long beard.
But, as a
dream
drawback,
about that.
does it itch a lot while you do that?
Yeah, it itches a lot. First of all, it itches a lot while I'm growing it. And also, what am I going to do with that superpower?
Grow a
The
beard?
only thing that
Change your disguise.
The only-
you would
yeah,
have
you
you
could
would
have
have
an
an
option
option.
and
That's
then
the
have a
only
beard.
thing that I have that I could use for it is if I were to commit a crime, like I go and I rob a bank and I show my whole face or just the bottom of my face, I guess, for some reason.
Dude, if you're in...
I just wear a
All right,
Batman
everybody,
mask.
put the money in the bag.
And then you show your baby face and then put it the thing back
And
on,
then
and
as
they're
I-
like, I'm sorry, I am Russian, another man was in there.
Then I could just grow a sweet beard and get away with it. Like, no one would be able, they'd be like, no, he's got like he'd need months to grow that beard. Yeah, that's
What-
not the guy that robbed the bank.
Here's the thing, though. Would it stop at a certain point, or do you have the ability to just
Keep
grow?
going.
Well, I imagine that I could keep it going as long as I wanted. So if I were to like spend a full day focusing my beard growing powers, I imagine I could make a beard several miles long.
Dude, if you were...
You'd be the Rapunzel of beards.
I could
Yeah.
be Beardpunzel.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if you went to jail for any crime that you tried to pull off and the beard stunt didn't work and you went to prison, dude, you would be a necessity there. Like, with all that hair that you could grow, you
Just
could
be
make
like, "All right,
rope and
everyone."
shit.
Who needs some?
Who needs some? Dude, you could
I
sell
could,
it.
be I could be the boss just because of the prison, just
You
because I
could
can
join
grow a
the
lot of beard.
You could join the Crips and the Hell dudes.
Hell's
All
Hell's
come-
Angels all at the same time.
I'll bring the Crips and the Bloods together. At
with
last.
your beard rope.
With my
You'll
beard rope.
force them
I will
together.
I will tie
You'll
the two
lasso them.
sides.
You tie it up and like, now you all sit here and think about what you've
Now
done.
this is all of your beard friendship bracelets. You're all friends now.
Ironically, isn't that...
It's just made out of my
Ironically,
beard hair.
you could put like the little beads in between.
And there's just
Yeah,
more
that's-
beard that you finally refined to that position.
It's hardened beard.
You can
Yeah,
make a business.
It's
off
cum beard. That's prison
the-
style,
that's the-
baby.
that's
You
the
cum in
beard-
it.
That's
They
the
don't
beard
got-
that was hanging real low.
They don't got styling gel or anything. They got combs, but they don't got
Like,
styling
and
gel.
think about that. You know, you see him in public and he's always got the perfectly groomed beard. Yeah,
You could
it would
chop
be a
off chunks of
signature.
your beard to give to people who are less fortunate and cannot grow other beards.
Two things that are
that's
kind of...
That's a business.
Two things that are relevant. One, isn't it kind of ironic that that's Mountain Tim's stand, is to turn his body into rope, so he would be really valuable in prison?
Wow, that is actually pretty good.
Mountain Tim, Mountain Time. That's
That's a
his
pretty good
stand.
point.
That's
Wow.
his rhyme. His name is ZZ Top.
My name is Zizzle Zizzle Tizzle.
And the other thing is, do you ever find it weird how prison inmates keep getting phones into prison? Like,
Yeah.
full on, like, they have service and Wi-Fi and shit, and they can,
Which,
like,
first
post
off,
to
how do you
Facebook?
even get a signal that deep in prison? Like, I'm no prison guard, but, like...
I think it's entirely for the prison guards. Because what I've heard is that, prison guards,
They mostly text.
they mostly
Is that what you're
text.
gonna say?
But a lot of them can be befriended by prisoners or bribed by prisoners in order to get what they want. And if a prisoner needs a Wi-Fi signal from a friend who's like, hey, trying to text my little girl, and really they just go into, like, I don't know, some deep web porn website really quick. Like,
Although,
the
can you do
prison
that-
guard will
can
be
you
like,
do
yeah,
that
go
with,
here.
like, a phone that you just, like, grabbed?
Yeah.
All you gotta do is figure out the Wi-Fi password.
No, all you need is an onion router, from what I heard from Know Your Meme.
Wow.
Yes. And
The most trusted news source.
And also, if they find you looking at, like, murders and childs on the internet, what are they gonna do? Arrest you?
I mean, maybe.
They might throw you in solitary.
Well, yeah, but then you've got your beard growth power.
then,
Then who's the
then
asshole
you're
now?
then you're out of solitary,
You
mate.
can come on your beard until it turns into a key.
Okay, hear me out. Could you grow enough beard to, like, fill up that solitary containment unit and just, like, sort of climb out the top of the prison? Now,
You just pat it down enough, like throughout
yeah, like you just like
the
make enough
hours.
padding that you're sort of like jumping on your own beard.
And they
Well,
could come in and try
solitary-
to cut it, but
Well,
you know,
it's
just
not-
come back 30 minutes and then there's
it's-
a new beard.
It's not The Dark Knight Rises again.
It could
It's
be.
it's like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, where Peralta was just in that stone room. That's what it's like. F*** off.
It's
Yeah,
mine.
dude, it would just be like, that's what
So-
I'm saying, is it's just me in this box, like, might as well grow some beard.
Well, you can't jump to the top of the ceiling and expect to go through. What I'm saying is that maybe you can grow yourself to the top of it and then form a highly condensed cum beard around you that shields you from the pressure as the rest of your beard cracks the stone. But you've been coming on your other beard so much that it's harder than stone.
And see, I'll put myself in the middle, and see, that'll be my
That'll
trick.
be my stand.
I'll sneak shampoo and conditioner into the prison, so I'll soften the beard around me to make a nice cocoon, while the hardened beard on the outside breaks through the...
See, I'll make sure I'm in
through the
solitary
prison.
next to you, and it'll be called Slippery When Wet.
Why are you in
And I'll be coming on your beard for you, but it'll be a constant fire hose that I could like boomerang over into your room.
So just to be clear, you're also in this scenario, you're also in the same prison as
Yeah,
me.
from boomeranging my cum onto people.
Oh,
Doy.
that's your power.
And then I did that to various white supremacists who tried to kill me, and guards, and maybe the warden, and maybe some employees.
You
The
know,
lunch
whoever.
lady.
The lunch
Or sets
lady.
come by.
Hell, even some doctors who may have accidentally killed people, and some old people who
Okay.
committed racist crimes.
So our solitary cells are right next to each other.
Jeff, how are you helping?
Let's say I'm the crooked.
You
the
have
crooked
Star
guard?
I'm the
Platinum.
crooked guard. Yeah,
You-
I have no life, and so I just come into solitary to
Chill out.
chill out, and
You're like,
Chill
wow,
out,
there's
listen to memes.
There's a lot of beard in that.
There's a lot of beard. So your stand is Star Platinum. You break us out.
Wow. But okay,
Mine?
so what were you gonna say with your solitary thing next to mine?
I cum your beard. All right. You're in
You
a nice
come
cum,
up here.
but only on the inside.
It's just
So
such a
that's
weird
my cum.
sentence.
You have a nice
I cum
harness
on your
around you,
beard.
forcing you to the wall, so you're not like ugh, gross, as it hardens and you break the ceiling around you, except for this little cocoon. But now you're in the next room, and now there's rocks falling on you. What do? You got a rock lobster, and it turns rocks into lobsters, and now a bunch of lobsters fall on you.
Oh, and that's his power. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
ironically, he did not have to let you get your beard cummed on. If that was his ability, he could have
Yeah.
just
Just
broken
turned
you
the
out.
stone
I had
lobsters.
another way. Yeah, I just turned
Oh
all the rubble
man,
into
well,
lobsters.
I'm bummed. But now I'm gonna tell him as I get down there not to break you out of solitary because you didn't help.
Oh,
me.
you don't have to. I deserve to be
You're
in there.
Yeah. Oh wait, all you
I'll
do is
just-
come on my
You're just
beard.
gonna stay? You can boomerang come though. Are you gonna try to get out with that?
No, I got boomerang cum. I'll just circle it around the room and be
You
like,
could
Just keep
Yeah.
boomerang
Okay,
cum until
for
it
the next
wears
60
down the
years.
wall.
So in terms of boomeranging your cum, can you only like make it go out a certain distance and come right back to you, or could you put it at the right angle to where it's now revolving around?
Or-
you?
So
if
it
it
can't-
comes back to you, does it go back inside you if it catches?
only through my butt. Or my mouth. Which is why I eat pineapple a lot. Because if I'm
Watch
going
it
to
out for
have to
yourself.
do that, I'm going to have to enjoy it. So it has to be like a solid splooge. Like 10 cc's is the average amount that the human ejaculates. I want to do 100, okay? And I want it all to come out at once like I'm peeing. I want it to fire faster than when I'm peeing. I
Gives
want
it
it to
some
go like...
force. All right.
And it could curve in any direction like a roller coaster and Roller Coaster Tycoon, except for straight. It could also go diagonal anyway, but it has to curve ever so slightly. If it hits something, it hits something. If it curves back around and it hits something, it hits something. But if it curves back around and misses me, that's okay. But if it curves back around and hits me, then I don't have to eat beef jerky that night to regain my protein and iron
Smart.
lost from
Smart.
coming.
So it's like an automatic reset on your cum.
I was about to say you
Yeah.
can keep yourself. That's a pretty good survival.
Keep
tool,
yourself
I
up.
might say.
That's a real Bear Grylls tool. Like, he drinks his piss, I ass my cum.
I my cum.
I've never seen this before.
Oh,
in my
I've never
life.
seen
You're
it,
gonna
man.
have a hell of a day with the censoring of
No
this
man
podcast.
can come quite like that Logan Houseman can.
I've seen many a people. Through my years, I've climbed the Himalayas. I've dived in the Atlantic Ocean. I've served in the British SAS, but never have I seen a man come in his own ass. Today,
Until
I have
today.
Logan. He's coming in alligator's eye. He's coming a bear's eye.
It's like
He's
the
coming
intro.
my eye.
It's like the
He's
intro,
coming
it's just
my
showing you
mouth.
jerking off on various animals.
No, that's the best part. No, that's the best part. Is I thought about that, but I would just come on instinct. But I have to do like a first, and then
You
afterwards
gotta
I
do
have
a
to
super like intense pose.
Once you touch
then
your heel
afterwards-
to your balls, it fires.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pull the trigger.
The fucking stance I have to do for that would be so funny. But it would be like that. But I have to deal with the residuals. Like I blush and I'm like, ha!
Or like you're
Oh, give
actually
me a
like,
second.
Yeah, if it's like the greatest shot of your life, you have to be like, oh, I gotta
My
go.
heart's racing and stuff. And I'm like, babe, can you go get me water? And Bear Grylls is like, we are out of water right now.
We're out of water.
I'm so sorry. We have to go to find a river. And I'm like, Bear, I already found it with my cum. It found it. I curved
Bear,
over
I'm
to
not
a
ready.
river. It's about 30 clicks that way.
It's contaminated now.
It's contaminated. It's
Okay,
curving
You're
back around
basically
through
drinking
the
cummy
dirt.
water now.
what if one day on an episode of Man
George?
versus Wild, is that Bear Grylls' show?
Well, now it's you versus Wild.
Yeah.
You versus Wild. So what if he's like, all right, I think I see something 30 clicks over there, and then he starts taking steps and going,
Wait, hang on. That wasn't a full click. I'm
oh
gonna
sorry,
stop out.
I only made a half click. I gotta
He
take
goes-
a half step back.
All the way back.
Oh, that's about 30 clicks.
Did you see that Man vs. Wild just got banner snatched?
What do you mean they got banned?
So I told you it's you versus Wild, right?
Yeah.
It's Bandersnatch now on Netflix. So Bear Grylls will be like, oh, we're in a pickle now on this cliff. Either I climb up to fight the mountain lion, or I
Or
drop
I
my down
die."
to the river. What do I do?
You drop into the
and you
river.
command-
Yeah, and he's like, oh, well, you pick the river. Your choice. And he just falls. And I'm like, did Bear Grylls die while making this?
I wonder how many
That sounds
clips
pretty good,
of Bear
actually.
Grylls
Yeah,
dying
I
is
could
in that
actually
show.
go for watching
I
that.
really want to watch that.
That sounds pretty sweet.
It's on Netflix,
It's on
dude.
Netflix?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, we should do that sometime.
Hey, go watch it on Netflix.
We gotta
You
watch
versus
You versus
Wild.
Wild.
Sponsor us.
Click on Jeff's head if you want to watch it, and
Hey.
that'll make you pause the video.
It's right here. The
and then you
invitation.
can go watch it. Click on my face after that to go rewatch this video, because it unpauses it.
We're also gonna have to finish Span's Labyrinth.
Spans. Oh shit!
Span's Labyrinth.
I showed this guy.
Ow.
I showed this guy Pan's Labyrinth,
Yeah, I saw the beginning of Pan. I haven't seen the whole thing yet. We just watched the first little bit yesterday.
and he really likes it because usually when an A and B plot happen in a movie, the B plot sucks ass.
Yeah.
But
These both kind of have their own thing going for them.
yeah, it's like that one episode of BoJack Horseman where Princess Carolyn's thinking about her kid and thinking about her timeline. That was awesome, but it was also BoJack looking for his.
My phone just fell literally through the couch. Like it went into the side pocket.
Is your couch dead?
Are you racist?
Is it a ghost?
I might have thrown it directly through the heart of the couch, but no, check this out,
You see that? That's some quality content for you right there.
Now that's
I mean,
content, baby.
Honestly, if you were to lie down on this couch, your legs, if you rested on them, could push out the arms of this couch
What?
very easily.
Well, yeah, probably.
It's not a
They're
it's
just
not
not
a
like-
lamentation about your carpentry. It's a lamentation about the quality.
yeah, it's just the quality of the couch. We had to get a cheap couch to make the channel work.
Yeah, and it's not like you're going to splurge on a couch.
Yeah.
But this is
We're gonna have our own secret.
Although I
stand
have fallen,
somewhere.
it is
Yeah.
decently comfy. I have fallen asleep on this couch once.
My butt, on the other hand, is not the greatest, but that's no offense to the couch.
you know
It's
that's his stand. It's a stumbling home. You sleeping on the couch.
Slipping on
I'm
the couch.
stumbling home.
I do kind of feel
And
like
I'm
what does that
thinking
stand
about
do?
you.
credit carded a little bit here.
It makes a couch.
Credit
It
cards
makes
your
a-
butt.
It makes a couch. Wow.
Oh, yeah, this part of the couch credit cards your ass. For sure.
I'm having a good time.
Wait, you mean the middle of the couch? Okay, I was
I'm
about to be like,
credit
but you're on the
carding.
edge.
My
The edge is
asshole-
comfy. So Chris Pratt is in Jurassic World, but what if he was in
Couch.
Couch
the movie.
Couch. What if he was in Couch World? What if he was in a
What if
Lazy
he
Boy
just
store?
Sits down and he just like starts talking like Andy Dwyer, and he just doesn't stop for 2 hours. Would he win an Oscar?
What if
It's a bit like Free Churro, but it's Andy Dwyer, so it's like, dude, I got a free churro,
Dude,
and
I
that's
got
the
a free
name of it.
churro.
dude, and all I got, like, my mom died, and I got, like, a free churro. And it was like,
what if his mom didn't even die? It's just like he got a free churro. He just does a full monologue episode.
All by himself. This is a churro.
that would be a
I
Mr.
love this
Peanut
churro.
Butter. Mr. Peanut Butter would do that.
Yeah, Mr. Peanut Butter would do that. That's tropes.
For all of you that don't watch BoJack Horseman,
I'm sorry.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
And for
you
all of
should
you that
probably
don't
be
watch
watching that right
JoJo,
now.
when we're talking about stands,
Very sorry.
very sorry. Oh my
That
god,
was a nice-
Jinx.
Oh my god, you guys have to kiss now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do
Uh,
it. We can't cut that this time.
Man.
we would actually go in for it and then fall in love.
Aw, jeez.
Yeah.
You never fall in love with me, you son of the hoe.
Yeah, there's a reason
Because
behind
you're
that.
strong.
It's because you don't shave your ass like I do.
I do shave my ass. a
Not
lot,
like
actually.
I do.
Also, Mom, if you're listening to this, surprise, your son shaves his ass.
Hey,
But,
well
no, I-
groomed.
I'm
literally-
surprised that's more surprising than the blank, and the blank, and the blank.
I did.
Now you can put out editing blanks.
I just, no, I shaved my asshole literally just earlier today, and I was like, why am I shaving my asshole? Want to go to tell kids how to frickin' act? I was like, well,
You're
because
before
I don't
meeting
want
kids,
to. I
huh?
don't want to be insecure about what my butthole looks like when I'm talking
Wait,
to
can we
kids.
just actually talk about that for a little bit? Like the kid that was going nuts, like doing this, and like the squinty Magoo.
Oh, dude, yeah. Okay, middle schoolers are just the worst. But really quick, I think we should. I think
Probably
we should
explain
cut.
what y'all.
And we just took a quick little break there, folks. But we are back.
Back and better.
Back in business. All right.
I can't do that too often, or else I'll throw up.
So we were about to go and talk about some of the ridiculous kids that were at this event that we just talked at a little bit.
What event did you guys go to, you guys?
We
Well, I'm
went
glad
to
you asked.
Coachella. Coachella sucks this year.
Bunch of sixth graders at
Bunch
Coachella. We told
Let
them
me
about
tell you,
acting.
Coachella, our lineup, bunch of sixth graders on screen. Mike Pence talking about how much he hates gays. Billie Eilish jumps.
Jumps.
No, that's the end of it.
Billie Eilish
Whoa!
jumps.
She jumps. Milo, Weird Al Yankovic goes on stage, but he doesn't have anything to do.
Said
I'd
the
watch
Some
that.
tech guys. What do you think are going to be the worst Coachella people ever?
No, the worst Coachella people ever. Well, do you want to finish the current topic or we?
Oh,
change
shit,
topic
my
now?
bad. Kids. We hate kids. Kids.
Yeah, come on. You gotta remember, we hate kids. Come on now.
Well, obviously.
So, but the kids. So we were talking at this. We were just part of this little males actors panel. To tell kids about acting that might not be into acting because sixth grade is a rough time for people.
It's a time of maturity.
But dude, middle schoolers are the worst people
On the planet.
on the planet. Just first off, there's a kid that I like to call Squinty McGee.
Oh, he was straight Clint Eastwooding today.
Yeah, so he would just clench his eyes up so much, like every 5 seconds.
Yeah, he'd be like,
every 5 seconds he would just like squint so much like he couldn't see it all, and then he'd just go back to like he was sitting normal. But then he'd go up and he'd squint again, and just go back to sitting like he was normal. And he was doing this the entire time, like the entire class period. Like he just kept on the whole time. I was like, do you need glasses or are you just is this a big
honestly,
deal?
warned that he was too cool for school, so maybe
Yeah, you were prepared, all right? Like, the standard was set.
so maybe he was too
Was
cool
ridiculous.
for glasses. He was too cool for
He's
eyesight.
too cool for. I mean, I'm too cool for eyesight too.
Either that, or he was way too drunk and tired to be able to see things. So he's like, everything's spinning. What?
He's
What?
just
A middle schooler.
a drunk little middle schooler, you know.
Do I see
He's
8-year-olds?
in the show. He's all f***ed up again.
Jeez.
I see 8-year-olds smoking cigarettes. Surely a middle schooler is drunk.
I don't.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think I've ever heard of an atheist. I mean, I guess there's the one kid that was like, I smoke cigarettes because I'm a bad kid.
No, I mean, like, I was sitting outside the flip side with a couple of people, like, just vaping as usual. And then a bunch of middle schoolers from Bill Reed just walk out, and these are 6th graders. I could tell because of the size of their tits. And,
I'm gonna have to bleep those names. Come on.
I'm going to have to cut that.
well, alright. No, all you have to do is...
I'm putting a censor bar over you for the rest of our videos.
Alright. Is it just going to be a hum whenever I
just be like,
So you
speak?
think it's just gonna be really mumbled? You'll sound like a freaking.
I'll sound like a...
You'll
I'll
sound
sound like
like a-
an
Yeah.
Autobot rolling through a fucking cement
I was
dumpster.
gonna say like a Charlie Brown adult.
Wah, 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 wah. Regardless, these kids from anonymous school, Like, they were walking out, and they were just smoking cigarettes. Like, casually, like, just ashing them like a pro, tossing them like a pro. Some of them were doing tricks. And I was like...
There was that one time we were
Cigarette
walking,
tricks?
too.
Yeah, they were
Is
like...
that
they,
a thing?
Well, they put it underneath, like, their thumb, and they flicked it up into the air and tried to catch it into their mouth, but each time they hit themselves in the
I'll
face.
say they burned themselves a lot, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. They were not good at it. But they were trying
Man.
to impress another
Was there like a
gender.
I was gonna say, was there a girl nearby? That was my
Yeah.
next question.
It was a girl that was doing it, too, so...
What?
Wow,
Yeah, they
she
were
must
in
be
love.
freaking
It was
sweet.
Bad Girl and Good Girl. It was my favorite ship.
Oh my gosh, that's the best ship.
I shipped them. I was like, you guys are cute. It just, you're gonna die really
You're
fast.
gonna die way younger than everyone else.
Yeah, get a filter on that. Get
Come
a
on
filter
now.
on that. Or just go to vaping. And I was vaping in front of them, and one of them looked at me and was like, Vape Niche! And I was like, you're being an asshole right now, but okay. And I squat and I did this. I did the Vape Niche with my fingers.
So cool.
And then he laughed with his friends and his friends slapped his back.
I thought they were gonna say they slapped you.
They come up, they just kept slapping me while I was like this. I'm like, I'm stun locked. I'm stun locked like Dark
Oh, no.
Souls.
Oh no, I'm in my pose.
When I do the Ethan Klein pose, I'm stun locked.
Well, that's just common knowledge.
Absolutely.
The 8th graders were a little bit better.
The 8th graders were better. The 6th graders were rough and just. Also, the 8th graders were significantly bigger than the 6th graders. I don't know if we talked about that at all.
Yeah, like their vaginas and ball sacks just like exploded and they grew. They grew real hard with hormones, like real
Boom!
fast.
Puberty.
They're like boom teenagers, but before they were like we're still kind of kids. Now I was there for the 7th graders. 7th graders were fine. They didn't say a goddamn word. They didn't speak up.
I feel like that's a common thing too. I feel like the 7th graders, out of all of the
Well, it's like being
Group-
the middle child, you know.
Yeah.
You got the youngest child who gets all the attention in my family. That's me. You've got the oldest child who sort of sets the precedence for a lot of things.
That's your
me,
brother.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, also his
Oh,
brother.
and his brother.
And then you've got the child that's loved most.
Then you've got that Logan, you're the only child. They didn't have an option.
Yeah, they didn't. Actually, magnets. That's actually magnets, so I'm not loved at all.
Well, it looks like you got
Reverse
them in the
polarity.
Just kidding. I have 4 parents, and they all love me.
end. Yeah, you got the most parents of anyone here.
I do. Christmas is awesome.
You also easily, I think you have more than, how many, you have what, 8 grandparents?
10.
You have 10 grandparents, man? You have 10 times as many grandparents as me.
And one
For every one grandparent, I have 10.
and one great grandparent. Get that.
What, you, dude, my grandpa died before I was born, like,
That sucks.
I didn't, like, there was no chance of me having great grandparents, I feel like. It
Oh.
blows my mind that that's a thing that people just, like, have, is just, like, great grandparents walking around.
Dude,
I have
if you
grandparents
think
walking
about
around
it,
still.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you think about it, you could be a great grandparent at like 64 if you get teen pregnant and
was saying,
everyone else
yeah.
gets teen pregnant. Hell, if you are like an early bloomer, you could get 10-year-old pregnant
Oh.
at the earliest.
That's
Oh.
I read that in a newspaper article.
That's concerning, but I mean,
That's
It
Armenia.
happened once. So that means you could be 40 and a great grandparent and you'd be like, I need to kill my family and myself.
Oh my god.
can you imagine being 40 and having 3 other generations of family beneath you already?
And they were
Oh,
like,
that's
what's
rough.
the phonograph like, Grandma? And you're like,
I wasn't
or
even,
she's like, I watched He-Man.
I wasn't even born when my parents were 40. Yeah,
You got
that
old.
really silenced the room.
No, I'm sorry. I was trying to think. I was like, huh, that's a big
No,
age.
I already knew that, which is the worst part. It's just that, like, that information hits me again. I'm like, yeah, your parents are old as, dude. Like,
I was born when my parents were in my
They're-
20s.
your parents are.
My dad has
My-
a weird youth about him, though. I will say that.
It's because
Like his
he's.
spirit?
It's because he's rich.
It's he's a vampire.
Oh.
Yeah. He's Dio.
He's just going around. He's
Sorry
stealing
for the
life
JoJo.
force of the younger generations.
Whoa!
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Wait, that
Ah,
was you?
jeez.
Yep, that was probably me.
That was too close to my phone.
Aw, man.
That's okay.
Podcast ruined.
Ah, jeez.
See, that's the weird thing is
I
that
don't
my.
check my phone all the time on here. Oh my gosh, hold my hand.
Alright, you grab
Oh.
Jeff's ear from here.
Okay,
I'll
we're
grab his
included.
ear from
Now
here.
we've got both
Whoa, whoa,
ears.
whoa, 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 whoa,
Oh.
whoa. Go ahead, say the sacrificial noise. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, the sacrifice can't be complete because Nick didn't make the noise.
And there's the
did you
podcast,
not-
ladies and gentlemen.
That's the podcast. There we go. No, what I was trying to say is that my dad had me when he was 23. I'm just thinking about it right now, and I'm like, if I had a baby a year from now, it would take me a lot to not look at that noose and see, like, that's a good idea.
Yeah, right, dude.
Whoa.
I can't even imagine.
I could
Like-
deal with it at 30, but not 23.
It's just like right now I'm having such a hard time just keeping like my own life in balance and check.
100%.
So like I don't want to have to worry about a bab in that same.
Yeah, you
circumstance.
gotta make
Yeah.
sure you gotta make sure you're comfortable before you take.
Yeah,
that
which
step.
I mean I think is just like a part of having kids, but still.
It does make you think though, like especially with previous generations, like how could they have kids this early?
Because
Oh,
there's
jeez.
nothing else to do.
But, well,
Yeah, there's nothing else to do. That's it.
They're just like, well, let's just.
They're like, well, I can't play my Xbox One right now because I'm in the 50s, and the only thing we have is stick and hoop and
Aha!
and Canadian prostitutes.
Well, that's the best.
Those
thing
are
there
the
is.
only 3 things, and cigarettes. Those are the only 3 things our kids enjoy. So, I am going to just have a kid and hope that brings my life substance.
Do you think that people like
That's a
all
gamble.
just generally talk to like, oh yeah, you see how you are now?
No, that's
Okay,
actually a
behind
thing.
closed doors.
I was gonna
yeah.
say because it's like a nice meme about the time period.
Well, that's actually called a transatlantic accent. It's
You're
the
a
most.
transatlantic accent.
Shut up! So, I hope that clips the audio.
Me too.
That was the point. I hope it gets real ragey right there.
I doubt
and
it will,
turns
but
red.
carry on.
Yeah, I do too, actually. So the transatlantic accent was actually developed for film because it was the most recognizable accent where the English language could be easily understood by other languages trying to learn it. So that way, if the film were to be shipped to another country, like Britain or Scotland or Spaino or Ruska, and they barely spoke English, they'd be able to understand the English because they're speaking it with such a dang clear old language that everyone would be able to understand.
Everyone in a 100
Oh,
mile
okay.
radius would be able to understand exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, even if you said
Say.
it fast, even if you said it fast, you're enunciating and you're saying every single vowel and every single consonant. So it just works. It works. But everyone back then just talked like us.
Okay, because that's
That's
what
it,
I
like-
always assumed is that it's just like a trope sort of thing where it's like, oh, it was real popular to like talk like this at film at the time for this or that reason, but I just assumed that everyone honestly always just talked sort of like we do now.
Oh yeah, I think it's like their what do you call it? Like their lingo.
Although I
their
do like to
slang.
think that in medieval times people really did speak in like crazy weird speech things.
thicker accents.
They're
and
just
stuff.
like,
oh,
You, boy,
that was on your foot.
I have exhausted myself for this here fortnight, and I must take you upon myself
Yeah,
to the
like-
stable.
They talk like Thor. And
yeah,
they're like,
I want to. Everyone better talk like Thor.
Nay, nay, nay!
I must venture forth.
I need to venture forth.
do you have any more Molly, man?
Yes, I do.
Bottom
Dude, I'll Venmo you.
I don't know what that
I
is.
don't know.
Just give me your finest stable boy. No, I'm just joking.
Could use a tall
Dude,
glass of me.
I'll get back to you, man.
This is
And I unfortunately hate to ruin that one too, but Old English was barely English. It's like, go up to me, the green parakeet lie on the catch open yonder, and then the high on the. It's stupid. It's so stupid. But I've read poems from ye old English, and I'm like, this is almost English, but someone did a bunch of acid. Like a bunch and tried to speak, but was also like watching a German movie and didn't realize he could switch it to English on Netflix.
He was just trying to figure it out the whole
Yeah,
time.
he's like, what do these people say? Parakeet. Because
I found green parakeet.
so English didn't become English until Shakespeare existed. Like that's just it. That's just raw it.
I read somewhere that like the American accent of English is how that actually was because then they came over to America, founded all of this, did whatever they did, and then we just kind of had that accent that is now the American accent, whereas their accent developed from other countries being around them, and so theirs became more of what we call the British accent nowadays.
Actually, you are very close. Pushes up glasses. Nothing personal, kid. I would have turned my hat around if I still had it.
Ah,
But
jeez.
what happened is that in the 18th century, the royalty lost all of its power and Parliament was established. But Parliament people were many and had many families, and they also viewed themselves as royalty. And same with royalty. And they're like, oh, well, now the people have all the power. So what are the royals going to do? So the royals developed a new way of speaking to difference themselves outside of,
How do we prove our class? Where we will speak differently? Let me speak.
That's actually what it is. And then when the Industrial Revolution was happening, the people who heard the royals speak over, because they're like, technically we're not in charge of England anymore, so we have to be different. So they're like, Floor Pinky. And then the lower class made fun of them with what we call a Cockney accent.
I love the Cockney accent.
Yeah,
honestly.
they developed that to make fun of the royals. And then it kind of mixed, and then the regular people started speaking just in an English accent.
Huh.
Australians did the same because they were still under the order of the Queen at the time, and then, John Curtin. John Curtin, Civ 6.
Do you like civilization?
This is not 100% exact. I'm just filling in some blanks.
I was
but
about to
this
say,
is my
you're teaching me a whole lot right
Yeah,
now.
this is a good learning experience. I might just take this podcast as educational.
This is... you burn trash
hear
and
that,
it goes up
YouTube?
into the sky and it turns into stars.
Wow.
See, I want to debate that, but I don't know enough about stars to debate
I
them.
don't know a lot about like astrology. I've never been like I've always liked science, but it's always been just like that weird combination of math and real life knowledge that I don't like. Because I can do math really well. Because math, it's just like, okay, so I have numbers and I do stuff with numbers and then the numbers happen. But when it's real life, I'm like, but you can't account for nature.
Anything is possible.
Dude,
I know
stars
what I'm saying.
confuse me. Also, with my last statement, not all of that is just like absolute. So, if
How
you
dare
want
you.
to correct me, go ahead, correct me, help me learn.
That's
It's
like a blank
this is
check
just-
for the YouTube comment section.
Yeah, this is just my understanding. So, an equal exchange of ideas is open. I've had them before in my Undertale video that were good. Not all. I just think that stars are cool, though.
I
stars
do as
are
well.
cool. Space is neat.
I think aliens exist.
My favorite place to go during the summer would always be the JFK Center. It was a really nice museum.
The John Kennedy Center?
Yeah. How'd you know? Have you been?
Fucking king. My favorite place to go was your asshole.
Oh, yes, it is a wondrous vacation up memory lane.
Only
Yes, I set up a hotel in your
Oh, summer of '58.
But
This
on
small
the subject
intestine
of
was-
space, do you think within our lifetime we'll start colonizing a planet?
Yes.
Do you think we'll be alive for it? That's the bigger
Yes.
question, I feel.
Yeah,
We are going to colonize Mars by 2024.
No.
really
way.
should I mark that on my
Yes.
what day?
Dude, we have May.
What day in May?
May!
What time? I might work then.
Can
I
we
need
make
2
it-
weeks.
Yeah, I might work. I need it off.
I need to request it off.
See, because Elon Musk has already developed rockets that can land themselves.
Elon Musk is just stupid smart.
That just
Sponsor us.
sponsor us.
I want a
That's
Tesla.
that's actually reduced.
That's what this podcast is all about. Is me getting a sponsor.
Yeah, from Elon Musk. So he can previously it's for sending satellites up into space, but like sending a pound up into space used to cost like somewhere enough for each pound $100,000 because of the rocket fuel. But because Elon Musk can land his own rockets without breaking the boosters and whatnot, now it's somewhere around $300. Like
Wow.
that means that people it's so easy to send a satellite up now through SpaceX. And it's crazy, which means that out of anyone that could go to Mars, this little PewDiePie starring motherfucker who laughed at a dead deer meme on PewDiePie video. Think about that. Can you imagine Einstein or Stephen Hawking? Wait, Stephen Hawking was on the Big Bang Theory, never mind.
Oh,
Can you
really?
imagine Einstein or
no.
Isaac Newton just going on fucking Markiplier and playing Amnesia: The Dark Descent? This is surreal. This one of the smartest minds of our generation who can get human colonization out into Mars in case we fuck up Earth too much and potentially save the species and so many others. Reviewed memes on PewDiePie's channel
It gives me a lot of hope
With
in my
the-
own future, you
with
know?
the creator of Rick and Morty. That blows my dick off my head into my ass.
Wow. That's a long way
Wait,
for
I'm
your-
sorry. I think I missed that. Can you say that one more time?
That blows my dick off
of
of my
his
head
head
into
into
my.
Okay, I did track it the first
Alright,
time.
alright.
Put that on a t-shirt. And have a little stick figure diagram. Head.
Honestly, not that we're like
How-to
that.
diagram.
Not that we're like that at that point yet, but I've been like thinking about merch stuff if this channel ever gets to that point.
I've always wanted to make Logan Hub merch, and Mountain
It'd be
Time
cool.
looks a lot better on a shirt.
MountainTime looks, dude. That logo, man. That logo. Is
Jeff,
Oh,
Jeff
oh.
made the logo.
Oh,
Jeff
thank
made the
you.
logo.
Jeff
Thank
made the
you.
logo.
Hey, if you haven't seen it,
Click on this
Wait,
video.
It's
It's down
it's,
there.
it's the watermark in this video.
it's right there. Oh, you see it? Wow, wow.
It's
I can
actually
feel it.
over Jeff's face this entire video.
I just put it right in the middle.
I'm just now mentioning it.
It's not even
I
a
always thought
watermark,
someone
it's
was on
just
my
a
face.
clear, it's like a solid PNG over your face.
A JPEG.
But yeah, I've been thinking about. I was like, that thing would look sweet on like a hoodie or something. First of all,
Oh yeah.
or even just like a T-shirt. Like shit.
Absolutely.
Man.
I would totally get one of those like those suede hats and have it like
Oh
sewn
hell
in.
yeah!
Streetwear smarts, you know.
We just
I
gotta
wanna
think
get-
of a good color that
I want
goes
to get
with it.
a. I want to get a freaking print of it and put it up on the wall somewhere. Probably instead of the pineapple, because I love that raccoon too much. The raccoon is like honestly my favorite part of this wall.
Jeff, do you know that
It's a
there's a
beautiful
stand
wall.
named Mountain Tim
Yes, you talked about it
earlier in the video?
15 minutes ago.
No, this is a new part of the video.
Oh.
So it's probably like when
Cut
we
that.
first started.
Cut that.
Ah, jeez.
Cut that, cut him, cut me.
Cut
Only
it,
Nick.
cut it all. Cut it all.
Only Nick. Cut it all!
Video's ruined.
Well, okay, his stand is named something else, but his name is Mountain Tim, and I almost printed off a canvas of him, but the resolution was too small, and then I ran out of money.
The YouTube channel's name is a JoJo reference.
It is
Yeah,
MountainTime Mountain Tim.
Not intentionally, but
What if we just
Just by
put,
chance.
What if we put the logo over Mountain Tim's face in Photoshop?
well, that's an option. I mean,
Is
it's
that everything that you
It won't
dream
look
for?
good.
you know
because
you know,
it's
they-
not a face.
They say just because you can, maybe. Why does that mean you should? Doesn't mean you should. There we
That's
go.
a
There's the
that's a
phrase.
quote by Gordon Ramsay.
That's Gordon Ramsay that said that.
Gordon Ramsay.
Man, Gordon Ramsay
Gordo
is the man.
Rambo.
If I could kiss Gordon Ramsay on the mouth,
Or lips.
oh please on the lips.
Wow.
Then I would, but only if he ate some really good food and I could siphon that food out of his mouth.
Oh, we did that where
It'd have to be.
some kid in like this middle school thing
Hold on.
was like, I ate like Cheetos and the girl
Oh,
spit
yeah.
it out into my hand, and I looked over, I was like, well, did you eat it? And all the kids were like, ew,
Ew.
and I was like, well, that's wasting
Some
it.
of them were like legitimately gaying over that, and I was like, he just said words, y'all. Come on now.
Yeah, and you were like, wanna split it? And I'm
Did
like, this
you
is like
wanna
spitting.
split
This is
it?
splitting it. It's baby birding it. And you're like, it's mama birding it.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I see who's the top and the bottom of this relationship.
Well, yeah. What? I do. I don't know.
How's it going, Power Bottom?
What's up, Power Bottom?
What's up, power bottoms?
I still.
That's
wish
gonna
that
be
I
our
could-
fans' names now.
Yeah, our fans.
We have the normies
Our
now. They're
fans
the
are all
power
Bottoms?
Our fans
It's
are
you
all
boys.
Power Bottoms.
because they're at the bottom of the
I swear
mountain.
to Christ, if you're a top, get off my fucking channel.
That's how you. That's definitely merch material
That's
right there.
some-
Just Power Bottom.
If you sound like Gilgamesh right now, like all my concubines are bottoms. If you're a top, get the out of Samaria.
out of here.
Get the out. Go to Babylon, just not Samaria. Go deal with Nebuchadnezzar, not Gilgamesh.
Not me.
Look.
I am too powerful.
Did you know that the first ever piece of written material was a breakup text?
What? What do
Really?
you mean?
Like in general?
Like a letter?
So
The
old
first piece of
A
written
parchment?
like the
No.
first track.
piece
or
of
Morse
written
code.
letter written to anyone. So
Who
you
was
know
in
how
between?
Civ, you go pottery then writing.
Sure.
That's because in Sumeria they didn't have paper. So what they did is they took their fingernails and they stabbed into them and created lines, and this created the first language. And it was ugly and very crude, but the first piece that was like carbon dated back to the oldest date was a man who wrote it on a vase and told his friend to deliver it to Babylon from Sumeria or something like that. I don't know. Those sound like real things. And he said, listen, Chitar, I have heard news from my friend Rasan that you are with my friend Babar, who is currently living in Cairo. How could you? You were one of my favorite concubines. Please, collect your bedroll and your flask of water
You are
Before-
voted off the island.
before 9 months or 9 moons from now, or I will donate it to the Moon Temple.
To the moon.
So he literally sent a breakup text to this woman, and she had to go get her shit before he donated it to Christ. Or Moon Christ, whatever.
Whatever he was worshiping at the time.
Yeah.
Whoever was the hot stuff
And I think
back
that's
then.
like the funniest shit ever.
That's awesome.
Humans have not gone far. There's graffiti. There's legitimate graffiti in what's the place in Italy that blew up with a volcano?
Notre Dame.
Whoa.
No!
Oh no.
God damn it! That poor hunchback. There's a colony of bees that were in there during the fire and they lived through it.
What?
What?
Because bees are awesome.
Because bees are invincible.
Yeah,
Dude,
except for pesticides.
Yeah, that would be
pesticides.
Do we have like a pesticide for cockroaches, or are they still invincible?
They're invincible.
Mhm.
Not even nuclear bombs.
What?
Cockroaches are ass.
Okay,
Cockroaches
so
are
how
god
is
tier.
it that nuclear radiation can't kill a cockroach, but an ice crushing can?
Because it's their cells.
They've got those.
Is that all you
powerful
got?
cells.
They just
I don't know, man. I'm not a fucking geologist. I probably
I don't
got
know.
most of my little lessons here
Have
wrong.
you heard how crunchy they are? That skin is diamonds.
All right, so
Dude,
not
yeah.
Sicily, not Tuscany.
What
What's this called? The fucking Italian place
Salmonella.
from JoJo that blew up and then all the people were stoned.
Are you talking
Venice.
about Vesuvius
Not-
or Pompeii?
Pompeii! Yeah, there we go. Pompeii, 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 Pompeii. In Pompeii, there was graffiti on the walls, and some people would write shit like, "Farewell, ladies, Ignacio here. He has rejected women. He is only attracted to man ass now." That's all I wanted to say. Cockroaches. Did you know that I just couldn't let that one go? I couldn't let that one go.
It was
What I'm
blown
trying to
up
say is
inside.
that cockroaches, if they bite you, you will become allergic to peanut butter.
Yeah, that's
No
ridiculous.
way.
Yeah, that's true.
It's ridiculous.
That one
but
I know
it's-
is true.
It's true.
The other ones are a little bit loose
I
with their
can't prove
facts,
that it's
but
true,
peanut butter has a loose amount of DNA from cockroaches inside of it. I don't know why. Maybe it's how they store peanuts from wherever they
I've seen
grow 'em.
Snowpiercer. It's because they have to use it to make it.
Yeah, I've seen Snowpiercer. Chris
haven't.
Chris Hemsworth was great.
Oh, it's
dude.
Chris. It's Captain America, but
Oh, Chris Evans?
yeah, it's Chris Evans.
Oh yeah, it's Chris Evans.
But with a beard and with dark hair. And
Oh, he's
also
so
it's
pretty
depressing,
in
but
it.
it's a crazy cool movie.
And it's South Korean technically.
What?
It's a South. No, it's entirely
Wait,
filmed
what
in
did I
South
say?
Korea by South Korean directors.
What did I say?
You say Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Evans is what you
Well,
said.
Chris Evans is in it.
You
What?
say Chris Pratt.
You said Chris.
You said
Hemsworth.
Chris Pine.
I said South Korea.
You said,
Chris Evans
Oh.
is not even a country.
Very close together. I could see.
South Korea, Chris Pine, Chris Pratt. Call him now, call him later. Colin Farrell, Colin Mockery.
yeah.
Now, what I was trying to say is that it's like Snowpiercer, where there's a little bit of cockroach DNA in it, and when cockroaches bite you, your body's automatically like, these guys are fucking aliens, you're allergic to them. So whenever there's like a little hair from a cockroach inside of a peanut or on top of a peanut, it gets crushed up in peanut butter, it will spread throughout the peanut butter, and if you have it, you'll be just the same as some kid in grade school that goes,
That's crazy.
yeah, so
I wonder
if
if
you
that's
ever
what
see a
happened to my brother.
cockroach,
Kill it.
get a gun.
Burn the
A
house
real 9mm gun if you're American.
Someone, who actually watches this video, please explain to me how cockroaches work. In the comments.
Cockroach. Okay, octopi are aliens. 54% of their DNA is not of this world.
What do you
That's
mean?
cool.
How?
But also, how do we prove that? Because isn't, by technicality, everything... theoretically-
Jotaro!
Yes?
So by that I mean marine biologists agree that their DNA sequence only almost half of it is recognizable as like other, cephalopod. But for some reason octopi just don't share the same DNA with anything else on the planet. And
Okay.
humans share 99 or 95% of their DNA with fish, and humans share 50% of their DNA with bananas. So if
Bananas.
octopi can't find common ground with bananas, and we can, well, that's fishy, if you know what I mean.
Oh, wow, Lenny. What about squids?
Squids are fine.
Squids are fine?
Squids are fine.
but they look similar.
But they're like, they're long octopuses.
Fucking racist. Both of you.
What if that's a thing in the ocean?
Oh,
Squids
are
are
you-
like, hey man, what, you just call me an octopus?
What are you,
Yo, I'm a
fishes?
squid.
Do you think Squidward deals with that every day in SpongeBob?
Everyone calling
That's
him an
why he
octopus.
has his own community.
That's why
why
he's
he's
so
so
angry.
Yeah, they're all called like Octopurd. And he's like,
Octopurd.
finally, my home.
Everybody's
It
an
pissed me
idiot
off.
except
Also,
for-
side note, is because one of those kids said that his favorite musical was SpongeBob the Musical, and he did a song from it, and it was like so sad and like, I hope that Mr. Krabs realizes that I'm more than just a sponge. And you're like, shut up. SpongeBob would never say this. This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my entire life, you whiny little bitch.
I've never watched SpongeBob as a kid because I wasn't allowed to. But
oh man,
I've always felt that he was just a whimsical character. That the whole point of him was that he didn't need to. Logan just poured water on his head for those of you that are just listening.
if this one is just
It's hard to
audio.
say why,
Alien!
but
I am moist.
Go on.
I just felt like from everything that I've seen of it, it just always seems like he's just designed to be a purely whimsical character.
He is,
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
He's naive. He's innocent. He doesn't know what the situation is, and his naivety leads to comedic scenarios where he puts cleats in the eyes of a criminal to get into his own house.
Yep.
I can't get my shoes! My cleats are stuck in your corneas! That was a disturbing episode.
Yep. There's the one too where he, the waiter episode when he has to sit there and delete everything from his mind.
Oh,
and
it's like,
just
empty my mind.
blow crazy. Absolutely nuts. I've actually been watching SpongeBob with some of the other boys lately, and you'd be surprised how
boys.
many of the themes are like
Somewhat.
obviously still hilarious. Wouldn't trade them for the world, but you can see how they're a little bit suggestive, I guess.
Oh yeah, I totally believe that. That's like just a children's movie thing, I think.
That's actually like the funny thing is because when I go back and I watch Gary's mod videos, like I watch like he held up the number 4. I believed him. And so
I was looking at you the whole time.
I watch these videos. Do you mean like 4 minutes left?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was
All right. Well, I'll wrap it up. When I watch these Gary's mod videos like Das Bullshit
Well, you
or
have to
like
wrap
El
it up,
Toro
Bruce.
Rus 64 or like I don't know, some other dude like that, like Das Bullshit, you could think of the names. Antoine Delic, there we go. I look at the video and I'm like, is this funny because heavy want sandwich, sniper piss in jar, or is it funny because he made a good joke? And oftentimes when I find a Gary's Mod video that actually made a legitimate joke that could be taken outside and put like anywhere else, then I am legitimately color me impressed. And SpongeBob does that a lot, and it doesn't get enough credit for it because either it's memed or not, or like people just like don't know them. But like the jokes that they have not touched upon, that people have not seen, are still golden, and I hope they stay there forever. So shall we end this episode?
No, well, that wasn't 4 minutes.
I know, so fill it.
Well, oh, yeah, but I'm saying we can't end the episode right now, and it's not 4 minutes.
Well, fill it.
Well, okay, we gotta fill it together. So,
So,
Let's fill it. All right, Jeff, you take his ass, I'll take your ass, and Nick, you
Oh,
turn upside down so that way you could headbutt the back of your head into both of our
oh man,
testicles.
they're gonna fill me for real. Literally though, well, what if I came in your ass and it came out your mouth?
So Nick's mom, if you're hearing this, this is all really happening. 100%, your son.
I'm watching it right now.
Your son is a sodomist.
Ah, jeez.
He's a sodomite,
I've been caught.
This is
and-
no longer a Christian channel.
and your eldest son is a Gamorrean. So he's a cool character on Guardians, but not like the coolest. Let's be real here. Like honestly, out of
And
all of
also a kind of gross race from Star Wars.
the Gamorreans.
The Gamorreans, yeah, that's
The big
exactly
people.
That's what I thought you were going with it.
I did partially go there.
He went there, and it was there, and now it's...
See, Jeff can take off his shoes and you don't complain about the smell.
Yes, because Jeff doesn't have butthole feet.
It's
Yeah.
true. I do
Oh,
not
so
have-
Jeff doesn't step in dog shit like I do.
Yeah.
And suddenly he is a higher class man.
So
I'm
what's
a
the
five-star man.
I'm a 5-star man. I was waiting for one of you to be like, you intentionally stepped in dog shit, and I'd be like, no.
No, I'm just not surprised.
And you'd be like, no, you just said it. I'd be like, no, I didn't.
Well, I saw this perfectly good pile of dog shit, so I stepped in it.
Wait, so you just admitted that you stepped in the dog shit?
It looked
No,
like
I
it
didn't.
needed to be stepped on, alright? I don't understand.
I had to get
I
rid
had
of the
to
smell.
What was the other smell? I love that episode.
That was a great episode.
It really was. Always Sunny in Philadelphia is what we're talking about. Specifically season 13, episode 8?
I think it's episode 8. I know it's called Hero or Hate Crime.
Yeah. Or Frank Reynolds' Hero or Hate Crime.
Yeah, Frank Reynolds' Hero or Hate Crime.
The only episode I didn't like in that episode was, or season, is PTSD.
Yeah, that one was
I just
okay.
don't like any episode starring D.
Yeah.
It's not because she's not funny, because she can be funny. It's just that, like, she's like the Meg Griffin of the show sometimes, where her only joke is that they make fun of her. And other times it's like the way that she, like, fucks people over, just sort of like I sit there and I'm like, I'm kind of uncomfortable.
I don't know if I can
She
get
just
behind
ruined
that.
this dude's chance
I
at
think I'm triggered a
happiness.
little bit.
He might kill himself. Rickety Cricket.
Rico Crico.
yeah.
That one dude from the army.
Character has gone through such a bunch.
Yeah. It really all depends. I just like Charlie and Frank heavy episodes.
Yeah.
Their dual, or not their duality, their friendship, or they just work so well together.
Well, they are father
Just like Mac and
son,
Dennis.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
Oh, change it to Flash right now. Seizure warning. Seizure warning.
All right,
change it to
seizure
fade.
warning. You better.
Change it to fade.
Okay, we'll get there. Thanks for tuning in to the Mountaincast today, folks.
Woo.
Please remember to like the video. Please comment on the video if you have any questions for us that you'd like us to talk about. Have any little ideas for any of our other videos. Please subscribe to the channel. Please
To
check
the
out
Chanel in French.
check out our Patreon. Give us a little thing, and we'll get a lot of exclusive content. And check us out on social media. We got a Facebook page. We got a Instagram page.
Hopefully Twitter soon.
Me and Logan both have our own Twitters, and eventually we'll have our own MountainTime Twitter. And you guys all f off. Have a good day.